Thursday. Look what has just arrived. Gonna get all of these packed and ready to ship. The new Ramon Allones limited edition Allones No.2 box of 10. After yesterday's launched, everybody had a good time, and these are going out to all those lucky people. Okay, now that we have the boxes in, I can show you. This is what it's all about. The Ramon Allones Allones No.2 limited edition. Box of 10, 2019. So yesterday we had the world launch here, and now today we received the shipment and we can start shipping it out. Obviously before that, let's have a look at everything, okay? Obviously now Habano says what they started doing, it's in a cardboard box. So they have the health warning on the outside, which is fantastic. So no more stickers on the inside of the box, thank God. So as we go in, they have this, I would say, racing green color, slightly lighter, but a nice, it's not in your eye green, but it's got the raised Ramon Allones all the way through to the bottom, and obviously the EMS sticker on the side. And it's like got a little indentation or a lift, I don't know. On the back you have April 2020 PTG, obviously PTG, made in the Particles factory. And now Habano's put heat stamp on both ends, because some countries still has to have the health warning on it, so at least you've still got one side of the box stamp date that people look for. And then going in, you have the actual cedar, and this feels thicker than normal as well, which is good. Then you have the official paperwork and the actual write-up telling you how big the cigar is, 52 by 140 millimeters in length. They don't give you inches in here. I think Habano should give you inches in here, which is 5.5 inches, okay? So that's that. You've got your grease paper and you have your lovely cigars. Beautiful size. As I said yesterday, they're campana size, so it's like a bellicosis. Oh, I'll tell you what, it is got that cocoa bean flavor. Oh, beautiful, oily. So yeah, this is what you all are going to be smoking if you order these. And they are gonna go fast, very fast. So I'm gonna light one up. I'm gonna show you the goodie box that we got from Hunters and Frankau's that we gave everybody yesterday, so you can see closely what everybody got. And then I'll light the cigar up, sit here and talk through whilst I'm enjoying it, and hopefully you guys can pull a cigar out and join me, okay? So come on, let's do this. So this is what Hunters and Frankau's did for the tasting, and I think it is fantastic. Such a great idea. Beautiful box, well presented. So all of our guests got one of these yesterday. With it, they get an invitation card as well, which they keep, and we put their name on the back as well. It's gonna have my name. Well, no, it's the one I keep blank, so it must be for me. So really good touch. And what they did, they put the date of yesterday, 19th of the 8th of 2020. So it's a keepsake as well. And in here, they gave, and it's magnetized, so it's a great idea. So it just touches. They're giving you a booklet, the booklet of the history of the limited editions. And notice how Hunters and Frankos have started using their 230 logo, because they are celebrating 230th anniversary, and their regional cigar, hopefully it will get here with this lockdown. Let's see what happens. There's a huge delay. Anyway, great little book explaining you about the cigars, the size of the cigar, and we know it's a Campana. It's a 52 ring gauge by 5.5 inch. And also you get the Heinz cognac history, the chocolate made by Burley Chocolates, Vincent, Zanadri, and just the history on all the limited editions, how many Ramon Allones they made and everything. Great idea, absolutely superb. And then inside the paper as well, it's got the EMS lion on it. And then in there you have your Ramon Allones cigar in a tube, your Heinz cognac, has sort of like a triple shot. And in here you have your chocolates. They give you your individual glass, so you can, guys yesterday they took them away, and a memento, a cutter and matches. What a great idea, hey? Absolutely superb. So I'm going to smoke another Ramon Allones No.2 2019, obviously being the UK first launch, world launch, and absolutely amazing, huh? It's never done before. The virtual launch, as hunters call it, they decided to do this virtual launch with Habanos as well, and great idea. I think it's absolutely superb. It was brilliant, you know, everybody participating. We had 10 guests. It was just brilliant. So anyway, I'm sure you guys are going to watch that video anyway, so you can see what happened. But me, I'm going to light this little baby up. I've damaged the wrap, the actual band slightly, screwing it into this tube, but it's going to come off anyway. It's a great little size Campana. Now this particular size was originally made for the UK market in 2005, when Habanos decided they want to make a regional cigar, but didn't know where to start from. So using the UK market, the Ramon Allones, because it's such a popular brand here, this is the actual Vitola they made when they made the first regional cigar in 2005. It's the only cigar that didn't have the regional edition on it, because it was a prototype. And I've got one box left, and I'm not going to let it go, because it's just history, you know, with the rest of my collection. But let's see how this cigar compared to the cigar that they made, obviously 2005, a long time ago, because it's mellowed, it's aged. Am I going to open the box? I don't know. But let's have a look at this. Richness, very chocolatey smell from the wrapper. This wrapper is like, I would call it, it's not Maduro, but it's darker, it's not Claro, Colorado, yep, on the medium to darkish side. I would say 75-80% chocolate color. Great head, Campana size, good construction. On mine, I cannot feel any gaps, as in no tobacco in there. I'm sure the draw is going to be absolutely superb. I'm going to use this idiot proof cutter. Probably cut it 4 times. One more. Yep, good cut. Let's have a pre-draw on this. Good pre-draw. Very easy. You get this, I would say a young tobacco taste coming through. It is a young cigar. Good. There's that richness in it as well. I didn't taste yesterday because it was just too much happening as well, you know. Great aroma. It's got this rich chocolate tobacco leathery smell on the actual wrapper. Nice looking wrapper as well. Not smooth like some. It's got a little roughness on it. It's got little veins. Let's see. I'm using a Siglo lighter that we have here as well. These are brilliant. I think we've been using 3 or 4 in the lounge for about 3-4 years, and they are absolutely fantastic. You can do a jet flame like this, or turn it soft flame and control it how you want. Really, really good. Let's see now. Lovely toasting the cigar. Wow. Okay, I felt that yesterday. It's that richness, instant flavor to the Ramon. Wow, this is way smoother than yesterday. Yesterday I had a little harshness into it, but this, none. No harshness at all, just smooth. Delicious. And that's just the starting of it, look at that. Sorry, I have to keep doing this because of the lockdown. I've got a little belly. Need to work it off. So, yeah, hide it. Retrohaling this. Wow, you can feel that it is got young tobacco, but at the same time, it's got this richness through it as well, which is good. You know what? And ammonia as a young cigar is good. This helps it to develop on a long-term basis. You want the ammonia in there. Very, very delicious cigar. I don't want to smoke it too fast. Smoking the cigar fast, it doesn't give out the oil. Doesn't give out the oils. So you want that release of oils to give you that flavor as well. And you want all the flavors to combine, you know? And I've got myself some water and some Coke. I've also got some full fat Coke in a bottle, which is the best way. Got to have the sugar to get back inside you. No alcohol, just water and some Coke. Let's see how it goes. I'll see you guys in a minute, okay? Do you know what? I've decided to keep the video on, because if you're going to smoke the Ramon Allones when you receive it with me, I'd rather have the same time as you guys are smoking it and I'm smoking it. So I'm going to sit here, yabber on. You can listen to me. You can put me on mute if you want, if you got fed up with my voice, but hey, doesn't matter. Whatever you do, but just enjoy the cigar whilst watching this video as well. Throughout this lockdown, we gave the lounge a little facelift. So if you look onto your left, we've got some ornaments here, little history. This is plate from the Amici club I'm with in Italy, and they gave this 5th anniversary plate, which is brilliant. This was given to our very good friends Vince and Debbie in the US. They came over when we celebrated our 25-10 anniversary. They put a little plaque here. This here is a beautiful picture. This is the event that we do in Napa Valley, that is, USA. Absolutely superb. And then you've got all these boxes behind you. And all of those boxes, yes, we have smoked in the lounge and enjoyed them. Partagas Coronas, a Dunhill Selection Supremos, another Upman Dunhill Selections, old Cohibas. That's the box over there, which we sampled in Napa. It was a D4. Got these champagne bottles down there. They're all empty now. Just going across. Then you've got some more empty boxes, some more pictures. And then coming back this way. See, I can do this now because I got this little gadget. I don't have to hold my phone anymore. I can sit here with this little remote and relax. Where before I used to hold the phone and everything. Let me just show you what we've done here. Change the color of the ceiling. Bhavna has made it a dark blue. Yeah, it's pretty good. Very cozy. Might as well come back to me now. You know, the richness has picked up here on this. Pretty good ash as well. Got this grassy taste right now. All limited editions, from the wrapper to the filler to the binder. They're all aged for minimum 3 years. feel the richness, especially when you retrohale. And I must emphasize, the guys that don't retrohale, you need to learn to retrohale, because this will give you so many notes, flavor of the cigar that you will not experience through your palate at all. You can feel the strength of this cigar, what it's going to do to me when you get past the halfway mark. And I do want to smoke this slowly, but that means the video is going to be like an hour plus, and you guys are going to say, what? You're joking? That long? Got to put the cigar down for a little while. Let me just go through this little booklet, what Hunters did as well. And on the back as well, they've got Habanos and the Hunters and Frankau's 230, which they are celebrating this year from 1790 to 2020. Wow, fantastic. So they talk about what's happening in the world. This is the first global launch of the Ramon Allones Allones No.2 limited edition, and how things have changed because of the COVID-19. They have to do not had to, but decided to do a virtual tasting. Virtual tasting meaning people who don't have lounges like us, they could send the gift packs who wanted to participate to them. Nothing's free, don't forget, nothing's free. Can't give cigars away free of charge anymore, so there was a cost element to it. So because we have this lounge, we decided to do it here, and it's brilliant. You know, when you can use a lounge the way we did and have the face-to-face connection, it's much more enjoyable to the evening as well. You know, they say in here that they sent out roughly about 600 of these packs that they had made, which is brilliant. So there's only 600 made. It's a shame they didn't number them, because that would have been really good. That would have been like a little collector's piece there. But good little touch there. And then they talk about the actual cigar itself and explaining factory name is Allones No.2. Commercial name is Allones No.2. The factory name is Campana. The dimension is 5.5 inch by 140 millimeters long by 52 ring gauge. And according to this, the strength category they are talking about is full bodied cigar. And mentioning that all the leaves come from the Volta Abajo region in Cuba, and the boxes come in a 10 piece presentation box, and obviously the new packaging as well, the green, which you guys saw earlier at the start of the video. I am not a fan of this modern type boxes, but it does look good, you know. I'm more of a rustic, plain boutique box, but obviously you got to change with the times. You just got to change, you know. I need to do a Monte Cristo review of the Monte Cristo Supremos 2019, which is another full-bodied cigar, and that comes in a yellow box. I'll do a separate video on that. they're saying that this is just the third time that the Ramon Allones brand had been selected to produce a limited edition cigar, following the 2011 Allones Extra and the Club Allones in 2015, which both are good cigars. But the 2011, oh my word, what an amazing cigar that was. Those fortunate enough to have sampled these cigars in the UK and Havana tend to agree that although they smoke well, they have the potential to develop and mature for many years to come. So true. Those who buy extra boxes, smoke one, keep the others away and let them mature. Great way to see the evolution and the development of the cigar going through. I agree 100%. Then they talk about the Heinz Cognac. Oh, this gave me a little power of beautiful creaminess and that pow hit of a dark espresso there, which was really good. I'm going to try and hold the ash as long as I can. Let's see how I do. There's a customer of mine, and I'm sure he won't mind me mention his name. It's only his first name, so he'll know who I'm talking about, Christopher. And he managed to hold his ash all the way. When I mean all the way, he goes down pretty much there and then turns it upside down and then puts it on a snuppet, and he takes a picture, and it's brilliant the way he does it. I've tried to do it, but mine just keep falling off. So I'm gonna see how well this does. So far it's holding well. I can feel the cigar holding well. So that means, good construction. It's not a fakey, it's not flaky ash, flaky ash. Flakiness means, when the cigar is not packed well properly and the ash is very loose, and if you just tap it, it'll just fall off. Then they wanted us to pair the cigars with the chocolate made at the Burley 5 Hartford. It's a private club in London. Vincent Zandari. Excuse me if I pronounce your name wrong. I'm useless at pronunciations on names and other words, but they gave them 3 chocolates for us to try. Which we did, but I don't know if I want to do it now. Starting, medium, and end, which I think is a great idea because chocolate and cigars go fantastic together. Absolutely superb. Then they talk about the history of the Ramon Allones brand itself. And then I can read you this. Ramon Allones is one of the oldest Cuban cigar brands still in current production, having been established in 1837. It was set up by 2 brothers, Antonio and Ramon Allones, and was originally housed in La MSL Factory, 129 Animas Street, Havana. The Ramon Allones brand is widely credited with developing the use of color lithography on the cigar box trimmings, and for producing the first 898 box of cigars. Yes, the 898. Oh my God. Discontinued. 898, they did a varnished and unvarnished Ramon Allones. We have a few. I haven't smoked one for a long time. That'd be an idea to get a box out to see how they're doing. 898. Beautiful cigar that is. Germany did a regional 898, which was absolutely superb as well. I do remember that, yes. In 1808, the brand was purchased by Allones Limited, a company owned by one half of what was going on to become Hunters and Frankau. Then in 1927, the brand was sold to Fuentes, Bego and Shea, owners of the particles factory. With the completion of this deal, manufacturing of Ramon Allones transferred to the particles factory, an agreement that continues to this day. There you go. So now you know why the Ramon brand has such a big impact in the UK market. Because you know what, as it says, and I knew this as well, but those who didn't and just found out that Hunters and Frankau's part, they owned it for a short period of time. So I had to take a swig of that Coke just to cool my palate down. Yes. So now that hence the Ramon Allones Bellicosis, which was done in 2005, why they made this Vitola and gave Hunters and Frankau's the world launch for this brand, which is fantastic. A lot of history. We love history. Cigar lovers love history, we do. Going on, perhaps partly due to the small number of the Vitolas Ramon Allones produced, there are just 3 sizes in the current portfolio. The brand accounts for less than 1.5% of the duty-paid Habanos market in the United Kingdom. However, despite its modest UK sales and limited range, the brand has a long-standing reputation as a connoisseur's cigar. Absolutely superb. And guys, whoever doesn't own a cabinet of 50 of the Ramon Allones specially selected, you're missing out. You need to get yourself a cab of 50 Ramon Allones 50 cab, which is fantastic. And I think we have a few, more than few, of certain box codes. Can't say it on YouTube, otherwise I'll sell out. So send me a message. Then they go along talking about the limited edition cigars themselves. Each year, Habanos SA in Cuba releases a number of exceptional cigars known as Edición Limitada or limited edition. Since 2000, when the first 4 limited edition cigars were produced, a further 2 to 5 releases have been made annually, except in 2002 when there were none, and in 2020 there was only 1 will be released. 2020. Everything changes in 2020, hey? Yes, the world stopped. Getting hold of cigars was very difficult, and only 1 limited edition coming out next year, which is Bodied. Wow, that was fantastic. Retro held that cigar all the way there, as you saw, and that, wow, richness. leather taste, not taste, leather smell in the nose is fabulous, absolutely superb. Oh, really, really great. That is, wow. There you can tell the blend of the cigar. Really good, must say. Wow. You see me making all these funny faces, hey? Some of you watched my previous video, you probably saw me making all these face weird. But I tell you what, it just gets the smoke in all the crannies in your mouth and your lips, and you can taste all these flavors on different part of your palate. I think if you haven't done it, you need to try it, and you just experience another level there completely. So going back to this, so where I finished off in 2020, there's only going to be one limited edition release. The characteristics of the limited edition are that they are made by the most celebrated house in Havana, are made in rare and unique sizes, use darker color wrapper leaves. Do you know what? I wish that was the case all the way through, because we have received, and I'm sure a lot of you know, and have got some boxes which are not dark at all. They are just light, and thinking, how can this go past the quality control, you know? But if the cigar construction is 100% and the only difference is the wrapper, it's still good looking, they let it go. But when they say they use dark color wrappers, not all the time. Use extra aged tobacco, and you know what? You can tell that they've used extra aged tobacco. If you've got the palate for it, you'll know, definitely. The production ran for each cigar takes place within a limited period, usually during the year of which is designated. The exact quantity made for each release is not declared, because Cuba industry cannot tell how many cigars of each size it will be able to make until the bases of specially aged wrapper leaves are opened and graded for quality and color. Well, that can be a huge discussion on that, because we all know what happened with the talisman, don't we? Cuba decided to carry on with the production until early 2020. You still got late box codes coming out of 2019, and the cigar was meant to come out in 2017. It came out 2017, came out late 2017. They sold out and decided to make some more. I think too many. But it's a good cigar. I'm not saying that. It is a very, very good cigar. Definitely. And they go on, the most celebrated house in Havana. Up until 2005, limited editions were only found in 5 of the most prestigious Habanos brands. They were Bategas, Montecristo, Cohiba, Romeo y Julieta, and Hoyo de Monterrey. Since then, this elite group has been extended to include 7 further brands. They are Upman, Trinidad, Cuaba, Bolivar, Ramon Allones, Kedosei, and Punch. I must say, I haven't tried the Kedose yet because we haven't got that in the UK. That will be the next one. That Kedose release was in Lebanon. So we, well, not probably, I know the next limited edition that's going to come to UK before end of the year will be the Kedose, because it's everywhere else. Well, I think we're one of the last countries to get it. Rare sizes. Limited edition cigars are rare because they must not replicate any size normally made by the brand in question. Sometimes they are entirely new sizes never produced before in Havana, such as the Upman Magnum 56 from 2015 or the 2017 Cohiba Talisman. Now, Upman Magnum 56, wow. What an amazing cigar that. Absolutely phenomenal. That was just powerhouse, rich, dark chocolate, espresso, you name it, it had it. And the burn, construction, flavor, and it's still developing really, really well. Absolutely fantastic. That cigar is going to go and develop for years. You know what? I have got a box here where, let me get it out. I have to distort my pile here because in the days they made this is a cab of 50, was a cab of 50 of H. Upman number 87. This was made only for Dunhills and it was called Selection Suprema number 87 H. Upman. This, not in the years you're looking at here, late 60s. So you're looking at between 1965 and 1969. This was a full cabinet. And this was a 50 ring gauge then. And the Magnum 50 that made in 2015 and 2015, what am I saying? Magnum 50 they made in 2005. Yeah, 2005. And then in 2008 they brought it out as a standard production. When they brought it out standard production in 2008, they made it in cabs of 25s and cabs of 50s. Now, cabs of 50s have discontinued now. Oh my word. If you have a cab of 50, make sure you look after it well, because that's a rare beast. And that cigar is going to age superbly. And if it's anything to go by this particular box, it was phenomenal. I gave one of these to Simon Chase, rest in peace, and he said to me, AJ, he remembers this cigar because it was one of his best cigar he's ever smoked. And then when I gifted that to him, it brought back a lot of memories for him. But we enjoyed that cigar, and there you go. Cigars are there to be enjoyed and shared with the people who enjoyed them. So, and then obviously they got the Magnum 50, which they've only made in 2015, as it said, Cabo 25s. They came and went very fast. They were an amazing cigar then, and now even better. Wow. Oh, the richness of this cigar has increased now. Not overpowering, but pretty good. You got that richness flavors on the palate that tingles your tongue. Do you know what? That can only happen if you take your time enjoying that cigar. If you rush it, you're not going to enjoy the cigar. If you rush it, if you smoke it too fast, and there are people out there that I call them hoovers. When I mean hoover, I've smoked not even nearly half of it, right? They would have finished the cigar by now. And for me, as far as I'm concerned, they have not enjoyed that cigar, period. To enjoy cigars, relax, sit down, take your time. Even if you smoke it by yourself, you know, with the gadgets nowadays, you have your laptop, iPad, iPhone. You can sit there, earplugs, music, and just enjoy that cigar. You will enjoy it even more. The longer you take it, the more you will enjoy it. If you smoke fast, slow down. Just slow down and enjoy that cigar. Just as I moved there, my ash fell. So I had to clean it up. I told you, I felt it going. I was trying to hold it as much as I could, but I couldn't. Yeah, but it's just dropped. But it's fine, it's not a problem at all. I'm gonna smoke up to close to the band and see how it is. But I tell you what, the flavors are superb, absolutely superb. They are full on, rich. Right now, for me, it's medium to full-ish. Not full at all, but medium to full-ish. But it's getting there. I can feel the taste changing as well. Which, I tell you what, it's delicious. It's really, really good. But I keep saying, I just love the flavor through my nose. It's absolutely wow. Right, let me smoke a bit more. And I'll get back to you in a minute, okay? Well, come close to the first, the limited edition band, and it's stuck. It has like a light switch. This is really picked up beautifully. Yep, has changed in steps, and it's the enjoyment steps it's done. I want to show you. A lot of people say to me, "Hey, how can I take the? This is the second band. It's on a tapered cigar. Any Monty 2 D4, not D4, P2, any of the Solomons, any with a pyramid or a conical shape. The band is always easy to take off because it's just falls off. So this is stuck. So the way I normally do it, is show you it's thumb and finger. And it's the pinch effect. So you find out where the actual line is and you pinch the actual cigar, not the cigar, the band, okay? And with your thumb, you just lift it. Squeeze and lift, okay? Once it starts coming up, you can see it, yeah? Get hold of it and still push in with your other finger on your thumb. You roll your finger around it, all right? Just gently, and it will just fall off like this. In this way, you won't rip the actual wrapper of the cigar. And I'm sure a lot of you try to taking it off, and you rip the wrapper, and as you're smoking it, boff, the cigar blows. It's not the cigar's fault, it's your fault. Yeah. So try that technique. It's easy. Once you've mastered it, you won't even think about it. You know, every single time you will do it the same way, you know. So wow. Absolutely delicious. Delicious cigar. You know what? Yeah, you think a little bit longer because I'm sure it would have picked up. By the time I get to here, I'm sure it's going to be a powerhouse of a smoke. Absolutely powerhouse. So let's see. Really, really full on. It's a Ramon. Every single limited edition Ramon Allones they bring out, they've all been fantastic. Really, really good. If you guys remember the 2011 Ramon Allones Extra, what a beautiful, beautiful cigar. And we all say, couldn't that cigar be a little bit longer, you know, like a Lonsdale size, because the flavor it produced. I mean, that cigar was like powerhouse. And this is very similar to that, very similar, that richness. Yeah, absolutely delicious. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And guys, when you smoke your cigars, you will see. I mean, when I was smoking it yesterday, it was very good. But obviously, I was here, there, and everywhere. Everybody that you followed us and watched us live on all the social media, you've just seen, you know, we had a good turnout, which is brilliant. You know, maximum 10 people. And obviously I had some help with the cameras and all that. But they all love cigars. So after we sat down and they enjoyed it as well, you know. Just everyone I talked to, they love the cigar. They said it was beautiful, very rich. They weren't expecting too much. As all new cigars, you don't expect it too much, but this, they were pretty blown away by it, which is really, really good, you know. So I'm gonna smoke further down and I'll get back to you, okay? Only because I really am enjoying it, and I'll sit back and just keep watching the cigar. It's amazing, isn't it? When you've all done this before, you're sitting there and you just rotate the cigar and you're just thinking, wow, it's brilliant. It's just fantastic. I just got to tell you this one little story. The reason I'm smiling when I said that you just look at the cigar is there was a video going around on WhatsApp, on friends group and all. Someone sent me, and it's called Men's Brains and Women's Brains. If you guys haven't seen it, go to YouTube and log in and have a look at. After you watch my video, go there and type in Men's Brains and Women's Brains. It's fantastic. I'll tell you about it in a minute. But before I do that, make sure, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Do not forget, follow us so you don't miss any other video, and make sure you give us the thumbs up, okay? If you've enjoyed watching me talk, sorry, but it's just how it is. I just love talking cigars. Anyway, this Men's Brains and Women's Brains. The guy starts off saying that the way the guys' brains work is like we work in boxes. So our brain is full of boxes. We have a box for DIY, we have a box for walking, we have a box for thinking, box for work, box for social media, and everything like that. And but there's one box that we have, which is called a nothing box. And then the women's brains, they are just everywhere, you know, just their brain does not stop thinking. And when we are just staring at something like this, you know, you're just staring at something, and your wife, your girlfriend, or your mistress says to you, what are you thinking about? And you say to them, nothing. They don't like it. And they go, what do you mean thinking of nothing? Because us guys can think of nothing. You know, how can you think of nothing? And they get so irated, as only because the women, they don't have a box that's called a nothing box, because their brains are just watch the video. It's fantastic, hilarious. It'll make you laugh, you know, brilliant. Every time I think of that, it just comes back to me. Wanted to share that with you, you know. Do that, you'll just enjoy it. Right, I'm gonna sit back and let me enjoy this cigar, which I am here with you as well, but I'll come back, okay? Well, oh boy. Yes, I had to finish quite a lot of my coke off because I've gone up to here, and I tell you what, boy, what an amazing cigar this is. This is full on. This is a full bodied cigar right now. It turned half an inch. I was half an inch into it after I talked to you guys, and bang, it changed the game. And it's a full bodied cigar now. But it's still, you can still bring out your nose, retrohale in it, and it's still delicious. Got this literally dark espresso cocoa bean aromas through your nose, and your palate is covered in like dark chocolate. It's just yummy, really yummy. And I can assure you that when you smoke this, you will definitely want to smoke another one the next day, or within that week you will smoke at least 2 in that week, because the flavors that it's left in your palate, it's brilliant. Really good. Great cigar, definitely to put down, let it age, because Ramon's aged really well, and can't wait. I'm gonna manage to see how many we can put down, you know, for our personal smokes. I reckon this, after 8 to 10 years, it's gonna be wow of a cigar. Oh, and even yesterday, quite a lot of the guys here, there's a group that comes in here, and they've all been taught, guys, if you're enjoying your cigar, make sure you keep going as much as you can, you know. And even if it gets bitter, blow out. If you blow out, even at this level, blow the smoke out, because you're releasing all these pockets of tar in there out. So when you inhale, do not inhale, but when you start smoking it again, you won't get that bitterness into your cigar, into your palate. Go. Wow. Well, I'm going to finish it off in a minute, and I'll take a little picture and I'll show you how much I managed to get down. But guys, I have thoroughly enjoyed this cigar. It's been a great journey, start to finish, and I'm glad that you stayed around, hopefully watched my whole video. Some of you, I know what you've done. You've like click to see what's happening at the end. But the guys who taken a cigar, and just not this one, because a lot of you won't have received this, because by the time you watch this, the shipment is still going out, on the process of getting to you. But quite a few people in the UK would have received it. So if you are in the UK and you're watching this, hopefully you managed to get one of these out and enjoyed that experience with me as well. Delicious cigar. Habanos, I must say, thumbs up. You've done another great job. I know we waited a while for this, but fabulous smoke. Absolutely enjoyed it. So until my next review, I'd like to say hasta luego. Thanks, guys.